March 8th, 2008, a couple months ago in Australia, and I met Todd. We've never met before, and God gave me a vision, and in the vision I saw 4 revivals taking place in the world. I saw one hit England, saw another take place in Australia, New Zealand, and then I also saw one taking place in Florida. I saw Todd like a human boomerang, and the boomerang had his name on it. I saw it fly around the world, and when I saw it fly into America, it went a little bit more accurate than just America. It went straight into Florida, and the Spirit of God showed me that what took place at the Pensacola revival with Steve Hill, what took place with Rodney Howard Brown in Lakeland, was going to take place with Todd Bentley. I also saw that the Lord showed me a vision of Todd becoming like a human nail, and the hammer of God pounded this nail into the state of Florida, and I saw a scroll on the nail, and it said, "The kingdom of heaven has now come." I also saw that this revival would touch not only thousands, but tens of thousands, and then hundreds of thousands. I saw news broadcasters coming and interviewing. I saw CNN doing the interview. I saw people that were journalists that were dumbfounded by the miracles because the presence of God was so strong. So that's how it took place. And then last week, the Spirit of God gave me another prophetic word for the world. And it went something like this. What took place in the last 100 years in Azusa Street with the fire that came in the Azusa Street revival is now here. What took place in the revival in Wales with Evan Roberts concerning repentance and salvation is now here. What took place in the 50s with the Voice of Healing movement and William Branham, and also who's the gentleman? Tommy Hicks in Argentina. So you remember that the Hispanic Latino population will remember that the great revival of Argentina that took place in the 50s, it's now here. What took place in the 60s with the Jesus movement concerning God's acceptance and love, touching the common man, is now here. What took place in the 80s when the word of faith came with signs accompanied is now here. What took place in the 90s with the revivals that took place with refreshing and renewal, and the river of God flowing is now here. The Spirit of God showed me that this is a combination of these revivals, and that what God has been wanting to do for the last 100 years, He said, I am desiring to do this. I have been desiring to do this in the last century, and now I will do this. And then God showed me that He was going to pour out His Spirit, and it was going to touch California. I saw a vision of a star over Los Angeles, California, and I saw this angel with his hand raised high with fire burning, and I saw this angel going back and forth in California, and I saw that this was the angel. I asked the Lord, what angel is this? Who is this? And He said, this is the angel of my presence that carries my holy fire, and he's directing and getting ready for what's about to take place in Southern California, in Orange County, Los Angeles, and Hollywood. I saw Hollywood look toward the fire, and it got the attention of many, many celebrities. I also saw the fire begin to go over the Pacific Ocean, and as it did, it started to diminish, but I saw Asia, I saw Australia, I saw the Polynesian Islands, I saw Indonesia, I saw New Zealand. I saw them see the fire in the sky, and they started getting on planes, and they started to come. And as they came, they received the fire, and they took it back to their country.